Guys, it is the dude who talks and welcome to today's video. So for today I will be talking about the debut album from Stonus called Aphasia, which is out now. It was released on the 27th of March through Electric Valley Records and Daredevil Records. So who are Stonus, you might ask? Well, essentially they are a 5-piece stoner rock band formed in 2015 in Nicosia in Cyprus. And then they relocated to London in 2018. Now, I'm probably going to butcher these pronunciations, so feel free to slay me in the comments section because it'd be rightly deserved. So, Stonus features Kyriakos Frangolis on vocals, Pavlos Dimitriou on lead guitar, Nicky Ray on rhythm guitar, Andreas Aristides on bass, and Kotsois Dimitriadis on drums. So, Aphasia was recorded live at Rekit Studios in Corinth in Greece, and they described the album as to imitate the mental disorder in a more spiritual and personal perception, allowing the listeners to travel to their own musical path. Okay, so what did I think of Aphasia? Did I really enjoy the album, or was it so bad that from listening to it I actually got aphasia myself? 7 tracks on the album and it clocks in at roughly 41 minutes. So the album opens up with a song called Intro, and yes, you guessed it, it is an intro. Essentially it is a minute long, has a brief guitar effects, and it's followed by like a life support machine flatlining. And then it leads off into the next song, Awake, which, as the title suggests, is full of life and energy. It has these hazy, fuzzed out guitar riffs to this fast drum beat, and it shows you that stoner rock isn't always slow paced, it can be really energetic. The chorus in the song goes, "Stay awake," which is definitely not hard to do with the energy of this song. Though halfway, it shows more of a psychedelic side by slowing down just a little bit, and it has this nice psychedelic groove with some use of the pedal effects. So my first impressions with Aphasia, it definitely has an old retro style to them, especially with the sound. I think they're more influenced by the earlier psychedelic rock bands of like the 60s and 1970s, and also some influence with the desert rock scene with Caius and bands like Fu Manchu. The guitars sounding fuzzy and hazy. The vocals have this echoey, floaty feel to them, and to be honest, I didn't really pay much attention to the vocals as such. I felt that they were just there. I didn't feel like they stood out that much from the music. But I feel with that kind of genre, you don't really pay that much attention to them. You more pay attention to the riffs that they deliver, and this album definitely delivers on that front. So following on from Awake is Aphasia and Mania. And they carry on in the same tradition that Awake did, delivering the same kind of riffs. However, I wanted to make note on Aphasia during the last 10 seconds of the song, where it just has this nice crunchy lick that was just kind of reminded me a little bit of something that would be on a Tool record. Also, I want to give note to Mania as well. There's this really beastly solo towards the end of the song. I really like that. I think they're trying to push themselves out a little bit further as well, artistically. So things do change up quite a bit, especially past the halfway mark on the album with this song Nadir, as it has this mellow psych passage from the most part of this song, which then leads off into what feels like an extended jam session before the vocals finally kick in. I feel like it's the most unconventional song on the album, and it's one that really stood out for me, as I felt that some of the songs follow a similar song structure. This one doesn't. And I also wanted to mention the lyrics, a passage of the song which really stood out for me, which is, "I've been travelling on my own to find the species, existence call, still I'm searching by myself, is this heaven, am I dead, and I'll be diving in the stars." I don't know why, but that really stuck out for me. So things get a bit heavier, especially with the song Dead End, which has this more heavier riff, but it's still very groove orientated. I feel it's a song that will get people headbanging. Definitely a much more fast-paced song. And I feel with this that the second half of the album is where the band Stonus show more ideas and they push themselves creatively. And this is more noticeable in the last song, Ghost Town, which goes more into a psychedelic territory and is a bit more trippy. And then towards the very end, it goes full throttle. So yeah. So my overall opinion of the album is that I thought it was really good. I liked how the album was recorded live. They definitely feel like a live band. I reckon if I see them live, I reckon they'll be really intense. And this is really shown on this album. I really liked it when they dipped more into the more psychedelic territory and started pushing themselves rather than just being a generic stoner rock band. If you're against this kind of music, I don't think Aphasia will definitely sway your mind on the genre. But if you're a big fan of bands like Caius, Fu Manchu, as I mentioned earlier, or Colour Haze, for example, I think you'll definitely find something with this album. So yeah, about Aphasia by Stonus. Have you thought of buying this album, or have you got it? Let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments section. Like always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. I think I'm 1 subscriber away from 50, which I know is small change, but every subscriber helps. So I think my next video will be either tomorrow or sometime in the weekend. Just wanted to do a quick check-in. Hope you guys are doing alright. Hope you're not succumbed to cabin fever or anything like that. Let's just stay strong and hang in there. I know we can fucking do this. So, yeah. I've been the dude who talks. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Cheers. Still here. Alright, well the video's ended, but while you're still here, I'll just let you know there's videos to the left and right of me. So, yeah, get watching if you want. Talk about cool shit like music and live stuff where I go to gigs, talk about Vinyl Hall and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, fill your boots.